The NFL playoffs are finally upon us, and today I'm gonna predict every single game and give you my Super Bowl champion. Let's see how far you can make it into my predictions without getting triggered. Starting with the 5 seed Browns traveling to the number 4 Texans. So obviously CJ Stroud and the Texans came out of nowhere this season to win the AFC South, and they're rewarded by having to take on the Cleveland Browns that already beat them this season. But fortunately for Texans fans, CJ Stroud didn't play in that game. The Browns beat a Case Keenum / Davis Mills led Texans team, so I think it's safe to say that wasn't a fair matchup. And I can't talk about the Browns without talking about Joseph Flacco. Like, what a freaking legend. So for the Texans, this is going to be a pretty difficult rematch, and shout out to this neat little site that I'm going to use as the visual today. And this really is a tough one to start things off, and probably to a lot of your surprise, I am going to go with the Houston Texans to beat the Browns this time. I mean, it did take a pretty massive Amari Cooper nuke game to even beat the Texans without CJ Stroud, and I know the resurgence of Joe Flacco has the Browns organization on fire right now, but I just think CJ Stroud, the Texans, and that momentum winning the AFC South, I think they might actually have something special up their sleeve this playoff run. Also, for each matchup, I'm going to let Madden make their predictions, and for each one of my picks Madden says I'm wrong, I have to donate $10 to Derrick Henry's charity in honor of him possibly playing his last game as a Titan, and I do not want to elaborate on that any further because you would see a 28-year-old grown man cry. The Texans, oh god, the Browns have came back, but the Texans do hold on. The Browns made it interesting, but for now my money's safe, and hopefully I'm just as lucky with my Dolphins at Kansas City pick. Now this is an interesting one, because in a normal year, you'd think Kansas City at Arrowhead in the playoffs, that's a for sure win, but the Chiefs have been funky this season, dude. They've lost 5 out of their last 10. None of their receivers can catch, and Travis Kelce's too busy with his new girlfriend. Can you really blame him though? And unfortunately for the Dolphins, it seems like they might have cooled off at the worst possible time. Now to their credit, they have been without Jalen Waddle and the touchdown machine Raheem Mostert the last 2 games, and they should be getting him back for this playoff game, so the offense should be back at full force for the most part, although they're missing a ton of players on defense. Now I have to mention these teams did face each other in the regular season, and the Dolphins lost by a touchdown, but this game was in Frankfurt, Germany, so can you really count that as real? And when it finally comes down to making the pick, I have to say, man, the Chiefs, with how funky they've been this season, they worry me. I trust more in Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill to come out and grab the dub. The comment section's probably filled with nothing but RBT roast at this point, but hopefully Madden agrees with me so I can hang on to my money. Unfortunately, I think Madden loves the Chiefs too much, and it's 7-0, 10-0 already, although the Dolphins, they answer, and the Chiefs are just taking the lead, bro. Okay, the Dolphins, there's a chance. They can't get off the field. Oh, no. Well, that's the first $10 down the drain. Hopefully, I have better luck with my Steelers and Bills prediction. Now, the Bills, dude, where the frick did they come from to win the division? They have won 5 in a row, with 3 of those wins coming against good playoff teams. Safe to say the Bills situation is the epitome of getting hot at the right time. Now on the Steelers side, what a job for Mike Tomlin to actually make the playoffs with that team. And to be fair, Mason Rudolph has filled in, and he's actually played pretty well. And you have to think they stay with him over Kenny Pickett in this playoff game, since I think he's won every game he's started. Big problem for Pittsburgh, best freaking player in the team, TJ Watt's probably gonna miss the game, so I would have to think that's a pretty big issue. But with this game being a Buffalo, I think we have a Mason Rudolph stinker coming. Bills get the dub. Now surely I wouldn't have got this one wrong. This might be the most boring game of all time. I think the Bills are finally gonna pull away 14-0, claim the dub. What a weird game though. At least my bank account's safe. Now moving into the NFC side of things, we have the 7 seed Packers traveling to the 2 seed Cowboys. Now I do have to say, what a job from this young Packers team actually making it this far. Now the Cowboys have been kind of mid in the last month or so. They've lost 2 out of the last 4, and you can make a very good argument that it should be 3 out of the last 4. Now even with how mid the Cowboys have been the past month or so, I kind of think they're set up pretty well offensively to be able to shred that Packers defense, although I think the Packers will score more points than what people will think. For me, it's a good thing the Cowboys are at home, or I might have went with the Packers, because literally every Dallas Cowboys Cowboys loss this season is came away from home. So I do go with the Cowboys, but I think it'll be closer than most people think. Hopefully Madden feels the same. The NFL playoffs are upon us, so today I partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the NFL. We're kicking things off with an insane offer. Throughout the playoffs, all new customers will get $200 in bonus bets instantly when they place their first $5 wager on anything. And you can get in on the fun this weekend by downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook now and using promo code RBT. And yes, you heard me correctly. Any new customer who wagers just $5 gets $200 back in bonus bets instantly. You can even take that $200 in bonus bets, combine that into multiple bets, and have a chance at an even bigger payout. Now, if you've already signed up to DraftKings like yours truly, you still can get a no sweat bet where you get a bonus bet back even if your same game parlay doesn't hit. And if sports betting is still not available in your state, you can still get in on the action with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports, which I have been playing for about 3 to 4 years now, and I absolutely love it. Again, you can join in on the fun by downloading DraftKings Sportsbook now. New customers, make sure to use my promo code RBT, so when you wager just $5, you get $200 back in bonus bets. That's promo code RBT only at DraftKings Sportsbook. I'd again like to thank for sponsoring today's video. Madden 24 loves the Dallas Cowboys, so they've got to win this, right? God, it's a lot closer than I'd hope it'd be at this point, and they're losing. Okay, 17-14, they take the lead. Hopefully they can hang on. I think they did. Thank God. That extra $10 is currently safe. It's a lot lower score and a lot closer what I had thought, though. I definitely think the Rams at Detroit's gonna be much higher scoring. At first, I have to say, the atmosphere at this game is going to be wild. Not only is this the first playoff game the Lions have played since dinosaurs roamed the earth, it's a home playoff game in the return of Matthew Stafford. It's also Jared Goff's first game since he was traded from the Rams. So if you're attending this game, I have to say there's probably a pretty decent chance you suffer permanent hearing loss. But I've got to give the Rams credit, dude. Like, I thought they were gonna suck. They've won 4 in a row and 7 of the last 8 to even get to this point. So not necessarily good for the Lions. They get a team that is probably one of the hottest in the entire league. And as good as they are, and as good as that freaking coaching staff has proved to be, I still think I've got to go Lions. Like, something about this game, dude, it's too magical. The Lions in the playoffs, like, they're a good team too, don't get me wrong. There just might be like 5 Rams fans in the entire stadium. Like, the atmosphere is in their favor. I think the Lions, they get it done. Why are all these games so low scoring? Like, there's just no way this is real. Like, it's going into the 4th quarter. It's 7-3. Oh no. Okay, now the Lions kick a field goal. Oh gosh, they got a touchdown. It's over. It's over. That's $20 down the drain. What the frick happened to this offense? What a freaking choke job. Now, surely the Eagles and Buccaneers will be a simple one to pick, right? There's a big problem for the Eagles. They are lost. Now, the question is, are they actually lost enough to lose to the Buccaneers? Now, don't discredit Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. They've been playing pretty freaking well the last like month and a half of the season, which they have slowed down a little bit recently. But I have to say, the Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield, this whole team, deserves some credit. More bad news for the Eagles. Not only are they lost, both Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown got hurt last game. Like, Jalen Hurts' finger was crooked. Like, that can't be a good thing. And even more bad news, their secondary, which has been pretty pitiful this season, doesn't match up too well with a pretty solid Baker Mayfield and a Mike Evans, Chris Godwin connection. So with the home field advantage, honest to God, I think the Eagles' struggles continue. I think the Baker Mayfield story gets to live another week. They're a 7 overall underdog in this game, though, so I think Madden's gonna screw me, which is honestly usually the case. Oh no, this is not good. Not good at all. Comeback is on, boys. Uh-oh, just kidding. Comeback. Oh no, the comeback! The comeback! The comeback is real! Let's go! The city of Philadelphia is lighting cars on fire in the streets right now, which moves us into my hypothetical divisional round. Now, can the Bucs keep it going against the 1 seed Niners? Now, let me tell you, when the 49ers are playing good football, they are almost unstoppable. They already did match up this season, and the Niners did grab a pretty convincing dub. Like, shout out to the Bucs and all, but like, I just think the 49ers are too good. This is so much closer than what I thought, and the Buccaneers just took the freaking lead. Oh no! Brock Purdy, he's clutch! The man is clutch! What an absolute freaking thriller that would have been. And I definitely think the Lions and Cowboys rematch would be just as much of a thriller. Honestly, dude, this one is just too simple for me. I just think the Lions would come out with the biggest vengeance of their entire existence on this earth. They'd be coming off their first playoff win since the Big Bang, riding that emotion into a game they have so much to prove. Brother, I'm going Detroit Lions to advance to the conference championship game against the 49ers. It's not looking too good at halftime. I'm kidding. It's a one possession game. Just kidding. It's a 15 possession game at this point. Jesus. Oh my God. What happened? What the frick happened? Well, that one definitely hurts the bank account a little bit. Now, hopefully the AFC side of the bracket will treat me better. Starting with Texans Bills. What a freaking game this would be. I think it will come down to the wire, but at this point, man, I just don't see Josh Allen losing at home to a rookie quarterback. And hopefully you get by now, we're just simming the games from my prediction. So I'm not simming Madden's hypothetical matchups. Oh no, dude, it's gonna come down to the wire. They lost? Brother, that went up to $40 fast. The last divisional round game, we have the Dolphins traveling to the 1 seed Ravens. Few things to note, these teams did meet up a few weeks ago, and it didn't go too well for the Dolphins, but to be fair, the Dolphins were missing Jalen Waddle, and the Ravens do have to prove having a first round bye and a week of rest isn't gonna hurt them like it has previously. But dude, truth of the matter is, I just think the Ravens are too freaking good. So yes, I do have both 1 seeds advancing into the conference championship. How original. A lot lower scoring game than I think anybody would have expected. The Ravens do take the late lead. The Dolphins, oh no. Oh, what the heck just happened? The Ravens just scored and Lamar Jackson's a magician. Poor Michael. But now time to move on to my conference championship predictions. I'll be quick with this because I know you're ready for the Super Bowl prediction. We'll start in the NFC side of things. This is such a tough one. I love the Lions. I actually do. And they were my pick to win the NFC in my NFL prediction video before the season. But unfortunately, I don't think I got that right because I think the 49ers are just too freaking good. At home, it's going to be tough. I would love to see the Lions. They could do it, but I'm going Niners. And Madden apparently thinks I'm the dumbest man this side of the Mississippi River. And that moves us to the Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens. What a freaking game this would be. Like, I love Lamar. I really freaking do. But what are the odds both 1 seeds make it? Like, at this point, man, the Buffalo Bills would be flying. Honestly, I think it's just inevitable that he makes a Super Bowl. And I think it's this year. I'm actually going Josh Allen and the Bills. Madden thinks I'm smart again. So that gives us a Josh Allen, Brock Purdy Super Bowl matchup. Like, it's so tough not to go for Mr. Irrelevant. It's just a toss-up. It really is. Final answer, I think the Buffalo Bills are finally going to get it done. And I've been anti-Buffalo Bill Josh Allen in the playoffs the last few years, but yet here I am, picking them to win a Super Bowl. And even Madden agrees. And to make you feel better if I picked against your team, I went ahead and donated $100 to Derrick Henry's charity. And go ahead while you're down in the comments, tell me how dumb I am for picking your favorite team to get first rounded. Let me know who you think's gonna win the Super Bowl. And regardless